An old Tibetan proverb says that a child without education is like a bird without wings. Here in Kenya, the government and many stakeholders have championed the rights of all children to access quality education. But such opportunities have not come easy for thousands of children in hardship areas such as Pokot, which suffers many challenges, including insecurity, customs that have for decades denied children the right to education, and many more. Different groups have come together to address this issue or these issues in order to have many more children have their chance at a fuller life through access to school. And Leila Mohammed brings us the story on their efforts. All right, that report also aired at 7 p.m. and you can find it on our YouTube channel, NTV Kenya. You'll be watching the English version in just a little bit. Allow me to remind you what our social media handles are, or be it Twitter, Facebook, or YouTube. You can find all of our stories and rewatch them should you find it necessary. I wonder, do you come from a hardship area, and what are some of your experiences? Do share that with us as well. Now for Leila Mohammed's report.
Under the hills of Kasopit village in West Pokot County, having children gather to play and learn feels like yet another hill. Some cultural practices heaped the mounds of barriers, rendering residents disadvantaged.
Watoto walikuwa nyumbani na tulikuwa tunaona watoto kama ni ng'ombe tu. Tunafuga watoto, baada ya wanakuwa tunawaosa mapema.
Tulikuwa tu tukikaa tu kifulini. Na wakati hiyo ilikuwa bado hatujajua mambo ya shule, mambo ya maendeleo tofauti.
Over time, the hills that give this area protective cover also played host to bandits who continue to breach the peace, taking away not only livestock and human life, but also the stability needed to keep schools open, adding to the existing challenges to education.
We are under ASAL areas. It is hard to staff. And we experience many challenges as far as the education access is concerned.
In seeking to give more children here access to education, stakeholders have gathered to identify the key challenges and chart solutions.
We support them to come up with their own concerns, especially concerns that are touching children. Especially preventing children from advancing, from growing healthily, from growing academically, from growing in terms of getting to know the love of God.
Over a 6-month period, adults in the area sit through 1-hour weekly sessions with stakeholders from the national and county governments, as well as non-governmental agencies, to learn how to navigate the challenges.
Sai niko na watoto 11. Lakini kwa hiyo yote moja tu ndio bado hajaenda shule kwa sababu bado ni mdogo. Lakini hiyo 10 ako shule. Na sai karibu 6 ndio wako secondary. Wengine wako primary. Nimepata mwanga wakati niliona kumbe shule ni sawa. Sasa ndio nikakubali tu ndio nikaweka watoto wangu shule.
The program run by World Vision, dubbed Community Action for Child Protection, seeks to educate the adults in order to change their mindsets and attitudes on parts of their culture that negatively impact their children, such as female genital mutilation and early marriages. Facilitating schools remains key.
We are focusing on some schools to be built as boarding schools, so that to sustain the learners. Under the CBC, we are also we have given out proposal to our headquarters, our Teacher Service Commission, to send more teachers to support the learners within our zone. We have also under the Ministry of Education this plan of trying to improve the infrastructure.
The ability to have all children in school is a critical part of bringing change to a community that has seen difficult times, most of which are brought about by lack of education.
During the Corona challenge, we had about 100 students. I lost about 60, more than 60. So I left with about 40 students. But through World Vision, quite a number of them have come back to school.
For the moment, the candidates who have managed to navigate the rough seas are preparing to sit their national exams.